Hi, and let's take a look at another resume. Elizabeth volunteered her. First of all, very bad education. Governor State University should be all the way over here. All right, at least she did what a lot of people aren't doing, which is bolded the section. Okay, Governor State University. Let's do our expected. And let's say 2021. Let's say May 2021, hoping everything goes right. BA Information Technology. Okay, got to do a little adjustment here because those should not be separate lines, so we need to remove the spacing, and I know how to do this, I swear I do. Okay, remove line spacing, there we go. All right. And like I said, you can leave in Moraine Valley, take out Moraine Valley, because a bachelor's always trumps an associate, so one overrides the other. So if you got a bachelor's, you have the same credits for as an associate. And she misspelled the university? That would be bad. No, UNIVERS. I know, it's okay. All right, so what else do we got here? All right, skills and experience. You know, if I don't know where this came from, or what it is. I mean, Microsoft and Google software. Okay, there's 1,000 Microsoft programs and about 1,000 Google programs, cloud programs. Do you know Android phone? What do you know? So yeah, no. All right, passionate and understanding and furthering knowledge and technology. Total crap and fluff. Let's see, customer pickup coordinator FedEx. That's a job, so that's her previous. All right, so these are jobs, strong critical thinking, problem solving. Yeah, I would hope so. Demonstrate initiative, perfected oral and written communication skills. Okay, resume says otherwise. I'd love to get you in class to find out if the other one's true or not. And like I said, I'm picking on you. I'm picking on you guys on purpose. I'm pointing out the flaws. I'm leaving the good things for you guys to realize. So it's nothing personal here. Okay, it's not previous employers. All right, this is your employment history. So use the proper titles that everybody else does. Okay, this is a sentence. We don't do sentences. We do a job title. Most problems do a job title. I don't see any time period either. So if it's current or not, and at this point, we always like to bullet point our different pieces. You don't have to indent, but bullet points necessary. Now, assuming this was the same position, upgraded position, so then we bullet point that. Okay, that makes it look a little bit nicer. I still need dates. All right, so I have no dates here. If you want, you can put the dates back here. That's perfectly acceptable. You don't have to waste the whole margin over here to fill up your resume, but we need a lot of filler in our resume. Okay, Microsoft, Google software experience, again, not useful. Networking essentials tells me nothing. Probability and statistics. I'm hiring you to do an IT sports specialist, so I'm hoping you know how to type and do word processing. And I'm not, unless you're applying to be a technical writer, composition 1, 2, and 3 mean absolutely nothing to anybody. So let's take that out. Okay, organizations. Okay, once again. Member. Oh, I gotta learn how to spell member. MEMBER. Let's put member. Governor State University Technology Club. Okay, I won't even comment on these because they're non-technical, so they don't have any real impact. Work closely as a team, approximately 10 skilled professionals, so that shows teamwork. We'll allow that to go. To guide FedEx drivers through their mobile devices and create ease of flow and increase efficiency. Learn how to spell, or learn how to use spell check in their day. Okay, I guess I'll let that slide. All right, but that means we need more on the resume. First of all, a lot of people have put a few on there, but so I'm going to go ahead and put this line at the bottom of what should be on all your resume. References available, and I misspelled. Oh, I got it this time around. Upon request. That should be centered on the bottom of all your resumes. Do not put your references because you don't need to do that until you're actually part of the interview process or part of the hiring process. then you can have a sheet already pre-printed up with your 3 references on it. By the way, you need 3 references. No, I will not be your reference after being with you on an online class because I have no idea who you are. So let's go ahead and look at this. Okay, so at this point we want to build this section, or we want to take skills and experience out because there was nothing listed in there that was useful. So we want under education, let's go ahead and bullet point. All right, so let's say she took the server class, so installed and configured, learn how to spell. That's why you spell check, installed and configured. Now this is where you added, you installed and configured Microsoft, so I've added the word Microsoft, Server 2016 with Active Directory. All right, now that's just the generic one. It might get a little more detailed, but it tells me what you did in the class. It tells me, one, you can install and configure a Microsoft Server 2016, and you can install Active Directory and understand what Active Directory does. Now you might, since we didn't really maintain, if I was on the job, it might be installed, configured, and maintained a Microsoft server, right? If she already took or is in the IT 3520 class, once again, use spell check. That's what it's nice they light them out like that. Configured and installed. Notice I reversed the words to make it a little interesting. Cisco, let's go with 29 Cisco or 2960 routers. Oh, I really got to learn how to spell. Routers, VLANs, and IP addressing. Now, most of you guys are going to list, a lot of you have listed under skills, Cisco routers, VLANs, IP addressing. What about them? Here I say I installed and configured and installed Cisco 2960 router. So far on my resume, I've added the buzzwords for the search engines. Microsoft Server 2016, Active Directory, Cisco, routers, VLANs, IP addressing. I've added all the buzzwords without just listing them as skills that have no idea what the hell you mean by just listing a bunch of words that you know are being found by search engines. So here's what I mean. We need to bump this up. If I was her, I'd look at all my other classes and I'd put a couple more lines on here so that filled up the resume and made it to the bottom of the page. All right, she's good with a 1-page resume, so that should be good. By the time you add information, all right, and we want to make sure this is really bold or really big. Let's make it about a 20, let's go with a 28. All right, then underneath would be, we'd have information, so we drop it down. We're not going to be a 28 anymore. We're going to be somewhere around the 12 for address, phone, email. And once again, these do not need to be spaced, so we're going to go ahead and remove the space. And there we go. All right, so once again, a little more here. Everything else is pretty good after that point because no one cares about this because it has nothing to do with being in the field. We like this. Once again, this is where we could add certifications. All right, looks like we bold and underline those. So bold, I know it's here somewhere. All right, bold, underline. There we go. We go underneath it. CompTIA, learn how to spell it correctly or write it correctly. Network Plus certification. So I've just added a CompTIA certification on there. And expected, she's graduated in May, so let's go June 2021. At least that's the date I put up here. So it's after your graduation. Oh, and look at that. It's even telling me I need to capitalize my M, so everything looks correctly. All right, so that's good, but we went a little long, so we need to take another space out of here. Oh, one more. And there we go. She's got a very nice, concise 1-page resume. Like I said, about 2 or 3 more lines about the other classes in here should work out about perfect. All right, hopes that helps a few of you out. If you list your skills, you list Microsoft Office, Google, I have no idea. So Google software, you need to be specific, all right? And don't just create a list, all right? That is a computer science resume when they list the different software they work with, they program with. We are not computer science. We are IT. You need to tell me what skills you have and with what software you have it. And that's what this section of your resume is going to do. All right, so hopefully that'll help some of you make a better resume coming up.